Hello guys, on this episode of A Million Little Things, we're going to be talking about domestic violence.
Yes, domestic violence. Statistics says over 12 million people are suffering from domestic violence
Every year.
Yes, Anil, that's an outrageous number, and it's growing every day.
Yes, it is. So, what do you think are the signs that somebody is actually suffering through domestic violence?
There are millions and multiple signs, but it depends on who and how it's being passed on. To me, I think that the one that everyone is aware of, or the one we see every day, is physical battle. You know, when you beat your partner and they have scars and injuries and all that. Yeah, that's physical. But I think domestic violence goes way beyond that.
Yes, it actually does go way beyond that, because for you to actually beat me up and I'm not able to go out and tell people that you are beating me up, or I'm not leaving that relationship, I'm still ending up marrying you, most times you probably beat me up in my mind. So what I've noticed about people who have really suffered through domestic violence and have been in that kind of relationship for a long time, maybe from even their parents to their boyfriends or whatever, is that they have completely low self-esteem. Like, you can't even, they're like, so I'm fine? Really? I'm fine? Yeah, because the person who is beating them up has already told them that they are nothing and nobody else can save them from this situation.
I think mostly some ladies, because, or should I say ladies and men, everyone really, they grew up in a home that they are used to such things. Daddy beats mommy. So when they get married or when they're in a relationship with their spouse, and that doesn't happen, it doesn't feel normal to them.
Yeah.
Some will say, I don't even like gentle boys. You know, you're not even a man. You're not even a, you know, that kind of thing. They are used to this. And it's not even normal. So we need to change the narrative. Like, really quickly, because we have the young generations, they're coming up and they're looking at us.
We're going to start like this. There was this radio show where a woman actually called in. They were talking about domestic violence, and she was like, you know what, if your boyfriend doesn't beat you, then he doesn't love you. I was like, what? So beating is your own. See, I understand BDSM, sadism, masochism, you know, dominance and stuff. If you like ropes, if you like to be beaten in a controlled setting where you consented to be beaten, no problem. But don't tell me that if your boyfriend is not giving you a slap, then he doesn't love you. That is actually domestic violence, and the woman doesn't even know she's going through it. She thinks that she's enjoying herself, you know, that is normal. So the thing is, I think more people need to approach it. You have family members, you have sisters that they've been beating up for so and so amount of years, and you're telling her, you know, go and pray. My guy, this is not a prayer something. You know, get her out of there. You know, help her, get her to a helpline, do something. Yeah. And don't you think people should get involved in domestic violence?
Well, I mean, there are millions of abuses. Okay, it's not only physical abuse.
Of course.
There are one that people just ignore most of the time is emotional abuse.
Verbal, yeah.
We ignore it. We don't know there are signs, because before abuse becomes physical, it's emotional first.
Yeah.
When your man start rejecting food, yes.
People starve.
When they start rejecting your meals, it starts from there. When they start insulting you
in public,
it starts from there. When they start telling you shut up in a gathering, it starts from there.
Sure.
Because according to the street ways, now from club they enter dance. Please, when you see these signs, I urge you and I beg you to please run away. Save yourself. There are men and women that are very good, very open-minded, very kind
out there
that you can be with. I saw something on Twitter yesterday. A lady said her dad used to get angry every single time her mom got a new mug. Now the mom left the dad and is dating someone else, another guy. And this new guy built a whole wardrobe The lady now has a collection of mugs. She buys mugs and she keeps the mugs there. Beautiful mugs. This is a daughter of the abusive father talking about her mom's recent boyfriend. What say you? Please, save yourself from that angry man or that depressed woman or that sad woman.
So would you say that domestic violence usually can be born from the person who is actually being violent, from his own depression or from his own sad feelings?
Sometimes I think it's from the family or the environment where they grew up in. Mostly, I think so, because I mean, things don't just happen. Okay, there must be a backstory or a back feeling or a back environment to how people behave. You understand? So mostly, I don't think you just wake up and you just start behaving in a funny way. No.
Okay, so we're going to really be talking about this domestic violence even some more later, and we're going to be talking about with statistics. So, but I want people to give us stories, tell us how your sister was beaten up by her boyfriend and she still married him, because Nigerians really see these things and we're like, what, it doesn't matter, there are not enough fish in the sea, men-wise. But honestly, it's better to be alone, in my own opinion, than for you to be beaten every day. Why would somebody be beating you?
And some people will even say, the devil is better than the angel you don't.
I beg, which kind of devil?
Leave the devil first if you will not find an angel.
Be on your own, be on earth. There's no point to have devil or angel.
Be alive first before you start analyzing who is devil and who is angel. So I think we should actually, fizzle out on this issue. We're going to talk about it much later.
All right, guys, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, guys. So while we were on that short break, I was talking to Miss O'Neill about this couple I know about. They are really nice people,
Okay.
These two people, they are friends with each other and they're lovers and they're married. Very nice couple. They do everything together. So they started having misunderstanding. So according to the backstory I heard, the story was that this guy had a colleague in his office.
Okay.
Then the colleague is always exalting the wife. Oh, my wife did this to me. My wife did that for me. Oh, last night, I told my wife I was tired and she started massaging me. And my wife is an angel and everything. So this other guy, he goes home. He doesn't talk about it. But in his mind, he's like, why does my wife not treat me like this? Why is my wife not kind to me like this? But he does not express this feeling to his wife.
Yeah.
Then the other colleague at work, he goes on and on and on about his wife. Then the other guy will come home and be angry. And he started behaving rashly to the wife. At some point, he started picking arguments. And the wife was like, what is wrong with my husband? I'm not anything to offend you. Why do you behave this way? You get then escalated until at the end they got divorced. They're not living together anymore. You see, in my opinion, I think it's okay to say nice things about your partner, but do you know that these nice things that we say sometimes can dent other people's relationship? So why don't we go by saying, oh, tonight I'm going to pound yam for my wife, or my husband saw that Hublot's wristwatch, he likes it, I'm going to buy it for him. Those things, when you start saying things, you start painting a positive picture in the heart of the person you are talking to. If the person is not doing it or does not do it, he probably want to do it for his or her partner. You get like, okay, since this person is buying this or doing this, why don't I do this? Why don't I do that? Instead of, my wife do this, my wife does that, my wife...
And sometimes it's even a lie.
Yeah, sometimes it's not true.
It's just like he's probably just saying it because he wants his wife to do it, or he just wants people to feel bad.
Look at social media. Some people will carry their money and buy car and say, oh, thanks, baby. There is no baby anything. You go on Instagram and start flaunting ring. Nobody proposed to you. You bought yourself a ring.
My sister, why are you lying?
So, I mean, a lot of these things are reasons why violence starts in the first place.
And knowing from what you said, actually, violence actually does start in the mind. Let's talk about guys, because this is a really underrated topic. People don't even don't even acknowledge the fact that guys are really, really also oppressed. Sometimes sexual violence from their childhood is the reason why a guy is a Yoruba demon. You know, Yoruba demons don't just come to be. They were not born Yoruba demons. They actually learned it. You know, a guy was telling me recently, somebody who I was close to for years and I did not know. He was telling me that he was sexually abused when he was younger. And it was by an uncle. Uncle Y. You know,
a guy.
Yes.
By an uncle.
By an uncle. Yes.
Like
Yes. That's the conversation we're having. And so he does this to him, and this guy doesn't even know his sexual preference anymore. He's just confused. So he doesn't even want relationships, and so he's just mean. He's mean to girls. He's a woman hater, you know. And I'm like, people will see that type of guy now and say, you know, he just wants to be like that, but he doesn't want to be like that. He was abused, and he can't even talk about it. I'm probably like one of the few people he has actually told that he was raped when he was small, because a guy should be a guy. That's what they tell you, you know. Be a man, don't cry. Be a man, don't talk about it. Don't say that somebody raped you. But he was raped, and he can't even tell his parents. He can't tell his family members.
Part, a guy should be a guy. Men don't cry. First of all,
men should cry.
You are first human before you before you're a man. And I think humans have emotions. So please, by all means, if something hurts you,
let it out. That's why people are committing suicide these days.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't say I'm a man.
Anyway,
a human being.
I just want to, let's approach this underrated. No, seriously, guy, like people, there are women who are huge and can beat their husband. You know.
Shokozuna, when they sit on you like this.
So wait, and the thing is, when a woman is beating her husband, nobody's like, oh, let's go and save him, or let's take him to
they'll say the man
health center.
Is a weak person.
You get, they'll just be like,
fight. You know they shame now.
They won't tell you to get divorced. They'll just say, you know, that's your cross. You should carry.
Say, you know they shame now. Woman they beat you.
Do you get?
You be woman rapper.
Do you understand? First of all, my own is that how did you marry that woman? Though? Because like you knew that she could beat you from the beginning.
Some don't know. You've not met women. They're like snakes. All holy, all gentle. My husband, I will kiss his feet. I will lick his feet. I will brush his bum bum. And then when they give you one dense slap from sleep like this, this is how we used to start. They are sleeping, no. They didn't have any quarrel, no.
Yeah.
Sleep. Then the man will just wake up in the middle of the night. Can this stupid useless man? Sorry, darling, I was dreaming. That's how it starts.
No, but what do you expect men to do in that situation? Like, what would be the solution for a man who is actually going through domestic violence?
So to me, I think both couples should see
a counselor,
and the woman should go for psychological
or anger management classes.
Because I think it's only a crazy person that will be beating.
I feel like in general, people just, you know, I can punch you now, you know, it's fun and it's cute and everything, but then people just take it too far. They don't tell themselves that you're actually not supposed to be hitting another person. And then even the thing where we have this over respect in Nigeria, where you're beating a 19-year-old girl, you're beating, do you understand? And my dad was telling me recently that if my age, that if I had tried some things I was trying now, that they would have beaten me. I was like, hey,
okay, there's this, I was looking from the window, I saw a lady, adult, beating a child for no reason. I got very angry and I was saying something so loud that the girl could hear it. That if you try this rubbish again, I'm going to film you and put you on Insta blog. Every day, this girl beats this child for no reason. Every day.
So I mean that is domestic violence as well, because that's the reason why in America they started the thing where, you know, you can't even beat your child.
Children have rights.
You understand?
We sue.
I understand. See, I feel like some people do need beating. You know, some children need just home training to a certain level. But let's stop let's have human dignity. Say please to your children. Say thank you. Those are the things that actually make you put it in your mind that okay, this is actually a human person with human dignity, and I shouldn't be hitting them. Because when you feel like it's okay, like you know, I can control you, it's control actually that will make a guy tell a girl that, you know what, because you're talking loud at me, I should hit you. Do you understand? Because you're nagging me, I should hit you. Why? The same thing for a woman doing the same thing, you know, telling her husband that, you know, do you know who I am? How dare you? What is how dare? The thing I hate the most is when somebody's like gonna say, "Am I your mate?"
So let me say something that it might be insignificant, but this is how I try to pass a message to my partner when it's a joke, we are playing, then he does this. I say, hey, this is how domestic violence used to start to.
You know?
Then when I hit him, he'll be like, this is where woman battering. You know, funny stuff.
Honestly.
But we are actually passing
Being
that
aware,
message
exactly.
to each other.
Being aware.
You shouldn't go beyond this.
Even
this is a
from
joke.
dating, I've always said, see, if you do like this for me, I'm out. That's my own rule for domestic violence is flee from all appearances of evil. And it is evil, honestly.
I told
if
someone,
you stretch out, like I'm already telling you, guy, what's the happen?
yes, I told someone that I have dated a few people and I have not experienced that in my life. I'd be like, it's because you are quiet now, you keep your mouth shut. I say, no, ma, it's because I won't tolerate it.
It's true.
I won't take it.
It's true. So your boyfriend is playing with you and he's giving you small slap. Why? No. Why? Because if you think about it, from small slap, it's big slap.
Yes, from big slap to big punch.
Big punch.
From big
the ones
punch
that
to smack down.
they even beat like guys. Like I've seen a couple, they're actually fighting. No, like guy or girl now. Is matter of who can win this fight. That one domestic violence? That's a good question.
Is that domestic violence?
It's fun.
That's compact.
They're having, Anthony Joshua and Reese. Yeah. So I think that's all for now. We're going to go back and then we're actually going to really talk about how to help you out of domestic violence. Because there are actually really a lot of helplines right now in Nigeria for the things that are happening. It's coming from a place of depression. It's coming from a place of mind, abuse. People have been abused when they were young. Sexual abuse, emotional abuse, telling you that you're not enough, you're nothing. You are everything. You need to believe that. So once you believe that, trust me, domestic violence will be, because I feel like it's self-esteem that somebody will be beating you and you're like okay with it, So, but if you're in that situation right now, before we get to the next time where we're actually talking about how to help you, please flee from all appearances of evil. Don't be the person that gets flowers on their graves.
Yes, please.
Don't die in domestic violence. Yeah, that's my real take on domestic violence. You have any nice to say?
And also for people around the victims of domestic violence, please don't see these things and say it's not my business. And that's what then they fight. They are used to it. Don't worry, they will settle. I'd like you to poke nose. I'd like you to be your business. I'd like you to ask questions. And cases where you can't do that, please say something or report them to authorities or something. Don't keep quiet.
You might just be saving a life.
Yes, you might not. Yes, it's true. You might just be saving a life. Okay, you might just be snapping someone out of, should I say, oblivion? Some people are just in it and they're comfortable in it. But if someone doesn't talk to them about it,
they won't know that it's not normal.
They might just die in it. So please save a life. If you see something, please say something.
All right. So that's all for today. At A Million Little Things. Yes, we're going to be talking about a million little things like this. All right. See ya.
They will come your way in the next episode. Please follow us on our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, and please subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We need all the subscriptions we can get. That's your way of supporting us. So if you want to keep seeing us, please subscribe to our channel. Until we'll come your way next time. It's love. It's love from here to here.
Bye.
And today.